I'm going to follow her. So it's really content driven, image driven. So it's not just going to happen, you have to work at it. Like Facebook, like Twitter, like Google+, you have to invest time into Pinterest. And I would say, depending on what type of person you are, the danger with Pinterest is limiting your time you're spending there. Like, you have to limit your time on Facebook, you have to limit your time on Twitter, because you could spend all day doing social media and nothing else. So take the time, reserve a time each day to pin stuff, to invest in Facebook, to invest in Twitter, to invest in Google+. Once a week is not sufficient. It's every day. Yeah. Now, Google+. Who doesn't know Google+? Please don't say that you don't. Now, you know Google+, and you know it's major social media when you look at it from an SEO perspective. Google's going to prefer showing results that have been shared on Google+ above anything else. So if you have like your content and that you do have your own Google+ account, and I see that a lot of clients that I have don't have their Google+ account. They don't know how it works, and I spend a lot of time explaining to them the value of Google+, and it's vital. You cannot have a website and expect great traffic if you don't have a Google+ account and you don't work at it every day. Now, we talked about authority, authorship. Google has a plus value if you have a Google+ account. The number of plus ones, so the number of likes, is taken into account. So if you post content and nobody likes it, you know, it's the same for everything else. You have to be likable. And everything you do in Google+ will improve your ranking, but you have to work at it. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a lot of, you know, comment on dit, la graisse de coude.
Elbow grease.
Yeah, elbow grease. Thank you. Now, again, I'm going to share Google+. Now, Marshall did a great job describing, and that's easily shareable. You can share to public so everyone sees it, or you can share it into your different circles so you can, you know, filter what you're sharing to and etc. Now, blogs. Bill said earlier that Google doesn't like blogs network, but they do like blogs. So there's a difference. Blog networks, there was, I forgot the names. They used to be popular and I used to get in there, but it's not quite the same thing. It's really blog. Blog is content. So sometimes when you have like an e-commerce site, for instance, it's very product related, but put some insights, you know, talk about it. Like if you take Sephora, for instance, they have a blog, they share stuff. My Habit has a blog, ShopUp has a blog. So sometimes it's just a way to complement what you're doing on your site, depending on the type of your site. If your site you talk about a lot, the blog might not be that necessary, but it really is a great tool when the type of site you have, you know, you're not very talkative. Now, there's a couple of favorites. Tumblr. Why Tumblr is very, very light and share with a younger audience. So I'm talking 20, 25. People like it a lot. It has recently become Yahoo's favorite. They bought it a couple of months, couple of